officially been about 2.5 years since I've been on the IFBB stage. I took a break after my last show at the Nordic Pro, and I was getting married. And so I wanted to concentrate on the wedding. I wanted to focus on the wedding, focus on Greg and I, and our moment and our time. We took a long honeymoon, 3 weeks in Thailand, incredible. Did a little lifting there and here and there, but it wasn't like I needed to get back and hurry up for anything. After we got back from the honeymoon, I was contemplating getting back on stage, and I just didn't really feel like I was up for it yet. I still wanted to kind of take a little more time off, and I had started training with my now coach, Brett Contreras, who is a strength coach. And I had always seen a powerlifting meet and thought it was just impressive as hell. And I thought, you know what, I've been on this strength program now for a good, 6 months or so. I want to give powerlifting a whirl. I want to see what that's about. So I started training for my first powerlifting meet, and that was in July of last year. And I've just been kind of enjoying some other things in life. I've done some different things in my modeling career, with just recently, as most know, with the Sports Illustrated. I've also just been kind of enjoying life and family functions and birthdays and things that I had always kind of missed out on or weren't able to really fully attend whenever I was competing. I've really been focusing and putting a lot more effort into my work and my business, with styling, with Better Bodies and marketing. So I'm kind of itching, wanting to get back on stage. I miss it. I miss being up there. Performing is, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Performing has always been a part of my life. So, man. I've been missing that. I've been missing that performance. I've been on stage since I was 3 years old, and I've always done something. And the break has been really nice, and I've been able to do some cool things. But I miss it, and I want to kind of see, what I've got going on under here. I've been putting a lot of work and hard work in the gym. And when I came home from the Sports Illustrated audition and I did my video, I said that in there I wanted to share more, and I want to open up more and help inspire and motivate. And I mean that, and I feel that. And so that's, kind of the bug and the itch that I want to get back on stage.
I'm really excited about if she does get back on stage, and if she can do it and be happy. That's the most important thing. Tawna and I's relationship was pretty much built around competing. I was her trainer, way before I was her boyfriend, and definitely way before I was her husband. So, competing has kind of been the base of our relationship. And she's amazing on stage. She's an amazing talent. And I think that's just why, she's got that itch inside of her, is because, she has this talent and she has a natural ability and she does badass. I want her to go for it so bad, because I know she'll do good, and it just creates more opportunities when you're out there. Competing is kind of an excuse. You end up in the magazines, you end up collabing with more people, it just creates attention. So I know it'll make opportunities, but I don't want to see her unhappy. And I really the last year of her competing, she wasn't happy. So I'm all for it, but at the end of the day, I want her to be happy. Yeah, babe, there's no doubt it'll go well if you compete. You always killed it. But when as time goes by, it's easy to just see the highlights and forget about, it was not necessarily the most fun time you've had. You sacrificed a lot getting ready for those competitions. So I just want to make sure that you're ready for the the hard side as much as you are for the upside.
I don't know. I mean, well, that's the part that I'm like contemplating the most is like, yeah, I miss it. Yeah, I, love being up there, and I do miss like getting ready for it, but that's the worst part about it is like, do I want to feel, those feelings?
I mean, you're tough, there's no doubt about it, but I want you to like, you get so hyper competitive. It's like, I don't know if
Guilty.
if you can do this and like just say, I'm doing this because I like it. I'm doing this because it's going to help my business. I'm doing this to see what I'm made of, and not connect yourself to the outcome per se, because that's not in your control at all. Like, I just don't know if you can separate that. Maybe you're 2 years wiser now. I don't know. Do you think you can?
I feel like I'm in a much better place now. I know what you're saying. Like, I know that was tough, like mentally, like now sitting outside for so long and then looking back in, like for me personally, I was not in the right frame of mind. We know that. Like, I was more worried about, why am I not doing this, or I want to do better, or I need to win, and I wasn't like more focused on the journey and the process. And now I just feel like I have a better appreciation for it all, because I have taken so much time off, and I did have time to miss it and be able to, like have, some realization and some, real stuff come back to life to me. Like, like the time, I feel better.
Yeah, I mean, we need to keep that in your head the whole time, because it's not worth it, that's what we said. Like, when you're first place, it's easy to say like, hell yeah, this was worth it. But, this, no road to success comes without adversity, and we had that in your last year. I mean, you went from every show you won to every show you got third or less. So I just, it's easy to say that when it's going good. I just want to make sure that, like, no matter what happens, this is positive experience. And then too, I mean, it's something to think about too, is like, you're much healthier with the way you think about yourself too. I mean, there's no doubt when you're competing that what you see in the mirror is not what exists.
I feel like I'm in a much better place mentally, and having this time off, and being okay to be okay with myself, and now that I don't like necessarily know that I'm not putting that pressure on me that, like, I have to win, because of course I want to win. We're still going in there to like do good. But
yeah, hell yeah. I don't want to play for last.
Yeah,
but I mean, let's just think about it, and I think we should talk to Kim and talk to Brett and see what they think. I mean, I haven't really been paying attention to the sport since you haven't been in it. I mean, Kim would have some good input on if your physique is still relevant. I'm more concerned about like you and your happiness, because it took you a while to kind of recover from all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel better. I think I'm just excited to be able to, I want to show. I never did that whenever I competed last time. I never got to show anybody anything. Half the time I didn't even document it, because in all honesty, I was like, I can't show what I look like. I'm not stage ready. So, I mean, I don't know. It's tough though, because I want to, but I'm scared.